let's do an equipment setup. Starting with a desk pad mat, which I'll end up changing because I returned quite a few things. This is the new Kensington trackball mouse that I just got. It's been a game changer for editing. I spent years avoiding buying this because it was an expensive mouse. 100% worth the cost. Everything that I unboxed in this will be linked in my storefront in the description. Times are getting crazy, everything seems hazy. Is there some place for safety? First up, the headstand. I thought this was super cute, looked nice. I ended up returning it just because you have to be selective about the things that you're going to display on your desk, and I ended up wanting my headphones to be mounted underneath. This is my new expensive studio light. I wanted to get a new studio light that I won't be outgrowing anytime soon. Next are these adjustable monitor arms. I want my monitors to be up off of the desk to create more space for everything else that I'll need. These are really great quality arms, and I didn't even know that having a USB slot in the front for the part that sits on top of the desk was a thing. I had never thought about it before, and I actually love the feature that they have on it. I have a new expensive keyboard and a toilet wand. Hello.
It's falling.
I went down a keyboard TikTok and got really obsessed with finding the perfect keyboard. Dropped, I think, $115 on this keyboard. I love the keyboard, but it's not worth the price. Next up are my new monitors. I went ahead and just got gaming monitors. I don't really know my way around the monitor world, but I really liked the way that these perform. And eventually I'll be doing more types of video editing, so I wanted something that had great color. Setting up the arms was really easy, and then also once I figured out how to get the base that was already on the gaming monitors off, it was really easy to get these installed as well. This is a camera gimbal. I just got a really heavy-duty metal one that's never gonna break. And voila! Welcome to my new cozy studio. Here are two of my friends that sit with me while I work. Happy Pear and Grumpy Bear. My background is from Wallpaper Engine. And here's my new keyboard, all lit up. I ended up changing the desk mat, as you can see. And as you can also see, this keyboard's display doesn't work, so it doesn't actually tell me my CPU usage or my temperature. I used this desk from our previous trailer build, and I just changed the top of it with a desktop that I got at Ikea. It helps a lot. Sometimes even with my saddle chair, which is amazing, my hips get tired during the day. So I like to stand and do some stuff, especially whenever I'm doing auditions for video games, things that require me to be a bit more active behind the microphone. This is the AKG C414 microphone. You'll never need another one unless you want to start collecting. It's definitely an investment, but I've had this for 5 years now. There's my ladybug, and it links up to my Audient ID4 interface. Also, the only interface that I'll probably ever need. This is amazing, it's simple, it's heavy duty. And I have two 5-inch JBL speakers. I've also had these for about 5 years. It's worth the investment for me to do my playback and quality control. I spray painted the monitors and I vinyl wrapped the PC and both speakers to match my aesthetic a bit more. And I sprayed my microphone arm. And I'm using my camera as my live streaming Zoom camera. The setup is my camera connected to a USB input to the computer. I also have a dummy battery and a capture card with it. The color balance through this camera is just so much better than a regular webcam, and it's a much nicer professional setup, and I prefer it much more to what I used to have. Now here is the Kensington mouse, the trackball mouse. The ball in the middle obviously moves your mouse around. The wheel around it is a scrolling up and down wheel, and then you can program all 4 of these buttons, and then you can also make programs for pressing 2 buttons at a time. So this makes editing so much faster and easier, especially whenever I'm working on long-term projects like audiobooks. These are my studio panels. I wonder if you can even tell which ones are from Acoustics and which ones I made myself. On the ceiling you can tell which ones, but about half of these panels I made myself just to match the ones from Acoustics. And then the scatter plate panels are all from Acoustics. I wouldn't be able to make that on my own. The cutouts on the scatter plates, I think all of these are from their Alpha series. The cutouts disperse the sound in a very specific way, so it's not just random. This is my backdrop for my Zoom calls, and everybody really just loves the ambiance, and I feel like it makes your clients feel comfortable knowing that you have a nice professional setup as well. And I mounted my computer underneath the desk, so whenever I raise and lower the desk, I don't have to worry about cables being pulled. And I put it on the far corner of the desk just to make sure that if the fan starts to make much noise, it's as far away from me as possible. This is my desk AC unit. I live in Texas. It gets hot, so I like to pop this on and it blows directly on me during the summer in between recordings. And this is my saddle chair. I've been through about 4 or 5 chairs, and this is the best one I found yet. It's easier on the hips. It helps me maintain my posture, which helps me stay connected to my breath. And when you're speaking all day long, it is absolutely necessary to really be connected to your breath and your core. That's it for today. Like I said, everything's linked in my storefront in the description below. See you guys next time.